Hello. This is the Awful and Awesome Entertainment Wrap, episode 408. This is Rajyasree.
And this is Abhinandan Sekhri, who has watched Michael, which he is supposed to review today.
For a change, don't get used to this.
Fully prepared.
Half.
Yes. And today I will be introducing you to our subscriber engagement head, Muskan Nagpal, who is overseeing the entire Newslaundry book club project. So stand by for that. She will have some questions for you. You can send your feedback so she can design that entire project with your feedback in mind. With that, Rajyasree Sen, it is also Press Freedom Month, and last week was someone's birthday. Whose?
Ruby. My grandmother, my uncle, and Rabindranath Tagore are all born on the same day.
Gurudev's birthday on Press Freedom Month, when we have Where the Mind is Without Fear campaign. And for that, we need you to add another 1,000 subscribers. Here's an appeal and a message.
A great man once said,
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high.
well, we heard him.
That's why Newslaundry
and the News Minute exist.
Where knowledge is free.
But you've got to pay for news.
And if you have access to free knowledge, you should have the wisdom to know that you have to pay to keep news free.
so that the mind can be without fear.
So words can come out from the depth of truth.
And we can tirelessly strive to bring you the facts.
Where the mind is led forward by thee
Our subscribers,
into ever-widening thought and action. Into that heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake.
let us remain true to Gurudev's words on his birthday. Let your mind be without fear, and you keep our head held high.
Yes, Rajyasree Sen. So we are reviewing Devil Wears Prada Part 2. People are saying such nice things about it, I don't understand.
About which? Devil Wears Prada 2?
Devil Wears Prada 2.
I will tell you what I thought also.
But why people saying nice things about it? You also have nice
It's
things
not
to-
bad. I just feel, one thing I want to
let's
say.
start with that. You tell us.
So Devil Wears Prada, I had really liked Devil Wears Prada. First of all, I am not a fan of the fashion industry and all. I find it extremely, so just setting, it's not like I'm a big fashion victim or fashion lover
Or
kind of thing.
fashionista.
A fashionista, clearly I'm not. But so it's not like I went to watch it because, oh my God, it's the fashion industry and I so love it and all. I find it a very wasteful industry. And it's my commie spirit in me. So this is 20 years later. The last one was released 20 years back. It's a long time. But the characters are all the same. I've met a few people who have these very sort of strong feminist and how can this film, it's a very serious discussion on a very frivolous film.
Which is
Which
not
I find
unusual these days.
Yeah, which I find a little odd that if you're going to have such a serious take on Devil Wears Prada too, even they have not thought so
everything
seriously.
is like that today.
Yeah, so Stanley Tucci is there still as they were all based on real characters at Vogue. But this time's, what is nice, I felt, was that it's about journalism. It's about big business buying out journalism and how people come in and want to, whenever there's a takeover, this usually happens. So when...
No one is saying that keep fashion free, pay to keep fashion free.
No, they're saying this magazine is not working. Let's turn it online and then you do little snip. Let's make it clickbaity.
But they don't say scan this QR code, pay to keep fashion free, because
No.
when the public pays, fashion is served.
That we are doing
when
on
government says fashion is not served, or click on the link in the show notes below and subscribe to, fashionistas like Abhinandan
Yeah.
and Rajyasree. They don't say that.
No.
That we
Just
do,
say.
so you can do the needful.
So the entire film is about Anne Hathaway has left the fashion industry. She's a serious investigative journalist at it's like a New York Times, and basically when she's getting an award and her team is getting awards for their journalism is when they all get laid off through text on their phone. So it's a lot of borrowing from what happens in real life. Then how all these people are struggling to get jobs because no one wants long form journalism anymore.
It's a critique. Before we move on to the next film, here's an important notification for all of you. I want to introduce, like promised, our audience to our subscriber engagement head who has joined us recently. Her name is Muskan Nagpal. Muskan, please do come and please take the seat and tell the audience what you want. We want to create the most magnificent book club experience. She'll ask you for your ideas. Please come. Take the seat. Yes.
Hello, I'm Muskan and we're launching the News Laundry Book Club. We actually do have a book club email ID for it. So if you want to send us ideas, you can send them to us at bookclub@newslaundry.com. And what we want to do with this book club is essentially create a community of people who love reading, who love ideas, and want other people like them, different from them, who agree with them, who disagree with them, to sort of talk about books and ideas and the things that they've been reading, because people read in isolation. And then they go to their friends and complain about how they have no one to talk to about with the book that they've read last. And what we also want to say is this is a book club that should feel like a hangout with your friends. We want it to create community for all of us. And we'll be launching it in the next few weeks. So stay tuned. And like I said, if you have ideas, please email them to bookclub@newslaundry.com.
Okay.
Thank you,
Look forward
Muskan.
to it. Now, before we move on, here's an email from Vijay Gautam. Rajyasree sent. What does Vijay say?
Vijay says, thank you for voting for me. No. Hello, ANR. I think most probably you would be reviewing Michael. You think, right?
Right, you are. This is a good time to tell you what we thought of the film. I will
Yes.
consult my notes. I'm sure Rajyasree has no notes because, as usual, try to wing it.
I know everything in my head.
But the first thing is, it's not a movie. It is this, I guess, less than 2 hour dramatization of certain parts of his life. But it is a PR job, just like I felt that this one was a PR job.
What?
That Delhi police, the first crime
story.
It was a
It
PR
was.
job for the Delhi police. I didn't think it was. There's a PR job for Michael Jackson because the amount that happened in his life and the amount of time they spent on scenes where he's just, spending time with children who are suffering from cancer or just being wonderful are unnecessarily long. There was so much more that could be done. And it ends in his London concert, the last concert that he did with the Jackson 5. And that's the end of the film, which was the beginning of his life as far as I know. So it's not a film. It is just how many minutes exactly?
2 hours.
It's 127-minute PR job. It is written by John Logan. Inni Logan ne. He's
gone away. Vijay has gone away.
Moving on. It's directed by John Logan. Already done this?
Already. It's
Directed
over.
by Antonio Fuqua.
Don't always
What is
using
the
bad
pronunciation?
language.
How do you
It is
pronounce it?
Fakwa.
Fuqua, okay. Antoine Fuqua.
Antoine.
It's Antoine Griezmann like that. Now, all that aside, we picked a cinema that was picked by Rajyasree Patia. It was a cinema that suddenly there were lights on the sides.
It's called the IMAX 4.
So I have no idea why Rajyasree picked that cinema. There were disco lights from the back.
There were like these, like this.
Yeah, panels, but there were also
panels.
disco
They
lights.
became but the panels also showed things, no?
So it was, I don't know the point of that cinema. And then when I tried to relax, the chair just went. I was looking at the ceiling. I was like, what the fuck is this cinema? If I want to look at the ceiling, I'll go home and sleep.
No.
If I've come to watch a film, I'll want to sit like this, right?
It was, the thing is, when those strobe lights start, you do feel like you're having a stroke at that point because you're like, what happened suddenly? And they keep happening. They fall on, like, I don't know where they made this.
So, because certain geniuses pick that
No,
cinema.
you wanted to go at that time, so only that screen was showing it. Na? You want to go at a certain time. You want to go to a certain venue. It's very difficult, Abhinandan, sometimes.
Then next
Then
time
next time we won't go.
we won't go.
Because we are 2 years old. If I can't have the ice cream with the chocolate sprinkled on the left side of its ass, then I won't have ice cream in my life. No.
Beauty. Then,
Very mature.
considering it was a non-film in a shit cinema with shit seats that you had to lie down on, I still enjoyed it because it's Michael.
But I have insights.
And but the high point of the viewing experience was the Rupa has an imported waistband in the underwear. Do you know that? Because there was an ad
With
starring
Ranveer Singh.
Ranveer Singh,
Who else?
where he's playing cricket and then he does this and
Shows it to the girl.
it's an imported waist. The waistband, the rest of the undie is Indian.
Is made from here, from the Daryaganj. The waistband has come
Waistband is imported,
from Manila, but not from very far. Not come
which
from. sir.
was Rupa
Yeah.
undies.
So if you want to buy that, we also learnt about that.
It was educational. So
Yeah.
there was Om Prakash, who had been eating gutka from the time he was 18.
He kept eating it through the film. We saw this
We saw
four
it
times.
several
at
times.
least.
And Rupa has an imported waistband, which like that. So with those things in my mind, I proceeded to watch a film called Michael, which is not a film.
So it's got interesting characters. It gives you an insight into, which I find fascinating, across actors, musicians and all. Some of them have come from such horrible backgrounds and that they've made it so far. So like yesterday I was watching the Kevin Hart roast and I did not know that Kevin Hart's father was a crack addict who abandoned the family and who died recently, like last year. And he was just a horrible human being and father. And this man has had the most disgustingly
Traumatic
deprived
life, yeah.
childhood, and to go from there to pull yourself out and be able to become this superstar. So Michael Jackson also did not come from poverty, but to be beaten, but
he came from a small mining town where it was like
and to go through, there are many people who would have been broken totally by the fact are very talented, but because they're being beaten by their father or being made the golden goose, will at one point go off the rails or not be able to perform. That this boy had the strength of mind.
it's not strength of mind, Rajyasree. God gift.
God gift.
I genuinely believe Michael Jackson had God gift.
You don't think that about me?
Devil.
But that's also Satan is also a fallen.
Not according to Hindu scriptures. Maybe according to your...
Shaitan. Like
So,
Shaitan ka bacha.
Rajyasree,
What you're saying about my parents.
He was God gift.
Oh, I have to say, I thought that was quite cool of Kapil Sharma. Kapil Sharma did a show where he got Ranveer Alabadia and Samay Raina together. And then he got Sunil Pal without telling them. And Sunil Pal was the one who had shat all over them, basically. Right? And now Sunil Pal has said, I was invited, saying that I will be giving a stand-up performance. When I reached, I was told, no, it's like a patch-up kind of show. These two are there also. I have been tricked, sir. But it's a really good episode.
Actually, I'm really concerned about you. Last week, your state went to the polls.
I had a lot to say about that
Almost
also.
1 crore people were denied voting, then 24 lakh.
Including me.
Then there was violence.
I agree.
There was killings.
I was there.
Yeah, exactly. You were in Bengal and you come back from Bengal and you are telling me the behind the scene details of
I have
Samay
behind the
Raina,
scene details.
whatever this guy, what's his name?
Sunil Pal. And beer biceps.
That's what you were doing in Bengal.
I also have behind the scene details of elections in Bengal, but I am not at liberty to say because I have to go back to Bengal and to people I know who are part of the Bengal elections. But it's good times for Bengal, I just want to say.
I'm worried about Rajyasree. And do scan this QR code and click on the link. please subscriptions give, we will start a special Rajyasree's therapy fund. Because she really has to be weaned off this. I don't know where the fuck she's reading all this or why
Yeah,
she
I
knows
watched the full episode also.
this. Okay, we need to really
They
get
had
her.
a spoof on Arnab Goswami.
Okay.
So Neil Grover, this thing. But I just wanted to do a special mention of the Met Gala where Isha Ambani carried a mango in a bag. It was not a normal mango.
Then?
It was a Subodh Gupta
mango.
stainless steel mango in a theli. I felt this is what it's come to. Oh, we should talk about this. The Ambanis have launched an ice cream brand. and I'm very scared where the milk for this ice cream has come from because it's not Ambani's. Vantara has launched an ice cream brand. So it might be Rhino milk. I don't know what it is. But they've just launched it. The brand ambassador for it is the Vantara boy. What's his name?
Anant.
Anant Ambani. Which is, I don't know, it's a way of promoting ice cream. But
Right.
it was interesting.
With that interesting and always relevant and pertinent information, we would like to thank all of you for watching, listening, and supporting us. Do tell your friends, relatives in this Press Freedom Month. We need 1,000 subscribers. I've said that on the Hafta. Last year, we had a 1.86% drop in subscribers, which is really alarming for us. We cannot then adequately reward people, the kind of, growth that we want to see. So do get your friends, family, etc. to subscribe. Let's get 1,000 more subscribers in the month of May.